we're going to be drafting the quick draft because it is finally available to us plebs out there that need to do the quick drafts because our economy is a little bit broken. I went in and did one draft already. 2 wins, 3 losses. Wasn't great, but my draft little guy wasn't working, so we're going to restart it with Arena Tutor properly installed and working. Here we go. This is going to be what we use to build out our collection. For new players, for budget players, what I would highly recommend is using quick drafts to build up your gem base. Maybe even go infinite if you really like drafting a certain set. Certain people are better at certain sets than others. It all depends on what kind of playstyle you really go for. And I don't have enough experience with drafting Phyrexia All Will Be One to know whether I will be drafting this set a lot or not. But one thing is for sure, drafting is still important. So we're going to be doing it. We're going to be building out our collection. Whenever you're trying to build towards standard stuff and all that stuff, a lot of the times you're using wild cards to bust the rares, bust the mythics that you know are going to be really important. Try to draft into a bunch of the other stuff, but that's just to build out your collection so that you have options in the future. You don't have to spend a lot of money to play Arena well. I mean, heck, with this account, I'm playing in Diamond, and okay, so here's the thing, right? It just says Diamond. It does not say Mythic here, but I don't have time to play 6 hours a day. I have a deck that does not lose very often. That's what we're using there the entire time. And while taking a break from standard play, we will be playing in these drafts. Join me today in a quick draft of Phyrexia All Will Be One. We're going to see how we do. We're going to see what kind of value we get out of this. Not sure if we're rare drafting yet, which is just picking up every rare. We do a mixture of both most of the time because we want to get as many gems as possible. We're also looking for those land cards. Those get passed quite a bit. The first draft I did, I got past 0 rares from the AI. I am really curious to see if that holds true and whether we got gold packs and then they made drafts really bad or if it was just bad luck on that first draft. We're going to find out. We're going to get in there. We're going to see how this goes. See you in a moment. Opening up a Phyrexian Arena immediately. I have all 4 of these in the set, and it looks like my Arena Helper is not working, or the Draft Helper is not working once again, so that's a oopsie daisy on me. But Phyrexian Arena is definitely going to be big. That's going to be drawing an extra card every single turn if the opponent cannot deal with it. That's a big boy. This card right here, great in standard, great in historic, also great in limited. Gonna pick it for sure. Now, since it's not working again, I have no overlay again. Man, I'm gonna have to find somebody besides Arena Tutor, apparently. Yeah, let's look around here for a second and prologue to Phyrexia. It looks good. What else looks good? This guy can be. This guy can be for sure. No black got passed except for the Hive Master, which I really like the Hive Master. Replaces itself. Green is looking all right. Look at the top 6. Put 2 land cards among them onto the battlefield. Tap the rest on the bottom in any order. If you put fewer than 2 lands onto the battlefield, proliferate a number of times equal to the difference. That's a pretty nice card. It gets cards out of your library, but really with Phyrexian Arena, we've got that going. Hive Master might be the pick here, but we also might go prologue to Phyrexia. Yeah, I really think that this is really good though, but this is also really good. We could do Demir words, but I think we go expand the sphere. I really like some of the synergies with green and black right now, so we're gonna be looking at stuff like that. Death Touch 1/3 for 3, a little underpowered. We could grab the Hive Master. We could grab the Ichor Spirit Basilisk. We could also kind of go over here, feed the corruption, get more draw power. Mesmerizing Dose is really good. Crawling Chorus is pretty decent. Veil of Assimilation has interactions with artifacts, I believe. Yeah, artifacts. But Prophetic Prism fixes mana. Maybe getting that mana fix early would be pretty good too. You do have to pay 1 to add a mana of any color. It's kind of bad fixing, but it is still fixing. Here we go. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. Draw a card. Okay. You know what? The Skull Bombs, they seem to be pretty solid. It's been seeing a lot of those guys. So maybe we're going with a Skull Bomb here. It is cheap. Maybe something to do on turn 1, then turn 3. Annihilating Glare is nice removal. Terramorphic Expanse is nice to find land in your library. We got some good stuff that we're opening. Nice removal. Nice removal indeed. We're probably going with the removal. Reach and Trample. Can't block creatures with flying. By creatures with flying. Cannot be blocked by creatures with flying. So Sky Scythe, Engulfer. Words are hard sometimes. Wow. I think we go with the removal. That for sure is going to be good. And we're still not getting rares passed to us, by the way. I wonder if they recoded it to where drafts are not going to be nearly as powerful as they once were. A lot of blue getting passed to us this way around. Each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker and gets a poison counter. Vraska's Fall, also good removal. We're going to go with a lot of removal. Maybe we're actually looking at more of a dimmer build. Got a lot of blue passed to us this way around. But we know we're in black. We do not know if we are in green yet. We're going to throw that over there and kind of look around. This guy's good. The Branch Blight Stalker. He's a 3/1. On turn 2, it could take out a slightly bigger creature. And it does have Toxic too. I do like that. I do like Expand the Sphere as well. But I don't know. I think I'm looking at a lot of blue coming back this way. Right? So maybe we're grabbing the Curator here to grab one of our spells. Seem to have a lot of them. We don't have any creatures yet. A little bit of a high cost creature, but you know, a creature is a creature. Aspirant's Ascent looks all right. I do like the Rot Priest. The Rot Priest seems really strong in limited formats. We get another Terramorphic Expanse, but I'm going to go Rot Priest here. It just makes everything with poison that much stronger. Huh. Alright. So draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Each opponent gets a poison counter. The Inquiry looks really good. When he dies, look at the top 3 cards of your library. Put one of them into your hand. The rest into the graveyard. I think that's nice to basically get a creature off of the field, as well as looking at the top 3 cards of your library. I'm thinking it's pretty good. It's really a shame that the Arena Helper isn't helping us out at all right now. First few drafts are always a little bit rough, especially when you get no help at all. We don't have that little secret admirer sitting, you know, right near our ear, right on our shoulder, just like a little angel's been like, hey, you should pick this card. It's pretty good. Here's a cheaper creature. We're going to grab it. We're heavy in black, which is fine. Yep, keep grabbing these. Hive Masters are actually pretty decent in my humble opinion. And here we're going to grab, when he enters the battlefield, you may tap it. If you do proliferate, could make the deck. Probably not, actually. We got a lot of things that cost 4 in here. Oh, there it is. Cool beans. All right. This guy here. And we end with a Bone Picker Scourge. It's a 2/2 for 3. And as long as, you know, your opponent has 3 or more poison counters on it, Death Touch, Lifelink, Corrupted, Flying, bunch of good stuff on that card. Let's see what the rare is. The Argentum Masticore here. First strike, protection from multicolor. This is a big boy. The beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice this unless you discard a card. Okay. When you discard a card this way, destroy target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value less than or equal to the mana value of the discarded card. Non-land permanent. It's a shame that doesn't hit lands as well, because you could just discard lands. But that's really good, right? Especially matched up with a Phyrexian Arena. I think that kind of makes a deck if we grab it. It's big, it's bulky, it's slow, but it could be very, very useful. We also have a Tainted Observer, which we could proliferate quite a bit if we are willing to put blue in here as a regular staple. Pretty good guy right here. 2/3 for 3, but toxic 1 flying, and you can proliferate when you put creatures out. Also pretty good. Another Varska's Fall as well, but I think I go Masticore here. I want to try that out. This removes a lot more creatures than the other one. Again, no rare pass to us. None. I hope that arena did not do what I think it did. If they did, I'm going to be a very salty boy, and I'm going to have another salt video come out. All right, hey, look at this. The thing is actually working over here. I must have had another arena helper installed and not have realized it. That I'm going to have to go find now. But we do have this over here. It's going to tell us, the tutor, it's going to tell us what it thinks the best pick is. It thinks Annihilating Glare is the best pick here. I would actually agree. Followed closely by the Scourge. And that's kind of what I was thinking along the lines of looking at this pack. We don't have any red to say, so we're not going to be picking this, which is okay if you have a lot of oil interactions. But it's saying Annihilating Glare is the best pick, followed by the Scourge. I would 100% agree with that. Let's look at the other stuff, though. Eye of Malcator would be really nice if we had artifacts, but we don't. So we ain't worried about that guy. Enters with 3 oil counters. We don't have any interactions with oil, so that's not going to be good. Toxic 2, the Plague Purse 4 for a 3/4. Okay, that's pretty sweet, actually. We got 8 creatures, 5 non-creatures. We are probably going with the removal here. And just rolling with it. Yeah. Grabbing removal. Children's Edict is probably going to be seen as the best pick, followed by maybe Atrocity. Let's see if that's true. No. It's saying that the Armored Scrape Gorge is. Let's take a look at that. Scrape Gorge gets +3/+0 as long as there are 3 or more oil counters on it. Tap, add a mana of any color. Whenever it becomes tapped, exile target card from a graveyard. Put an oil counter on this. That is actually mana fixing. This is pretty good. Children's Edict is a close second, but we do kind of need creatures, and this adds 1 mana of any color. That is very strong, especially if we want to splash something, and it is a 2-drop. So, yes, you are right, Tutor. That is definitely the best pick for us. Looking at this one, Prism looks pretty nice, and this is saying that Prism looks pretty nice as well. So our tutor is saying that Prophetic Prism is the best draw here, and I tend to agree with that. With the Prism, with the Scrape Gorger, we are probably splashing a 3rd color based off of what we get passed back to us. We got a Flying and Toxic guy. That guy looks always pretty good. It puts the opponent on a clock. We do have some toxic stuff going around and some corrupted things. Toxic 2. Looks like most of our creatures have a bit to do with toxic. So maybe we are grabbing the Siphoner here, the Pestilent Siphoner, but the Custodian doesn't look too bad either. When he enters the battlefield, you scry 2, opponent scries 1. It gives you a little bit of a knowledge advantage. And it's saying that the Contagious Vorak is going to be the best one. Let's look at this. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. Oh, yeah. Reveal a land card from among them. Put the rest on the bottom. Yep, that's the guy. That's it right there. I was ignoring green, and we are actually pushing more and more green into this deck. So I didn't even look at that guy. Toxic 1, 1/3. Not the greatest. I'm not super impressed with his stuff. He gets oil counters, allows you to scry as well. We only have the Curator for blue. That's not enough to splash. I'm not looking to splash that. I'm looking at the Dross Pits here and maybe the Basilisk. You draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Infectious Inquiry is probably what I was going to say is the best pick. the Dross Pits. It is actually saying the Dross Pits and the Inquiry after that. And I think Dross Pits is the right move. It allows us to get more cards. That's always good. We got to consider green here. Annihilating Glare is in this pack. We also have the Kinker Bloom. For 2, it's a 3/2. 1 and a tap, choose 1, destroy artifact, destroy enchantment, or proliferate. I guarantee this is the best one in here. This is not good for us. This looks good for us, though. And it is saying Kinker Bloom barely wins against Annihilating Glare. So, yeah, I do agree with that. Kinker Bloom looks really, really nice right there. Okay. So, apparently, I'm looking at this set pretty decently. Sometimes whenever I do this, it's just like, yeah, you're not making good choices. Now we got to start thinking about how to make this better. Maybe a 4-drop or 2. A couple of big guys would be nice. Oil counters, we're not worried about. Vraska's Fall, nice removal again. A lot of removal coming to us. Equip the creature has Toxic. This is kind of nice. The prosthetic injector. Yes, words. New set, guys. New words that I have to learn. My English is very limited to like around 50 words. So I don't know why I play Magic the Gathering with that in mind. Vraska's Fall looks like it's going to be the best, but it's actually calling out Cultivator. No, we're not going Cultivator. We're going Vraska's Fall here. That's a very close second, and Cultivator seems just a little bit too slow. We have 11 creatures, 8 non-creatures, so we need to start adding some creatures to this. Another Vraska's Fall. Do we want to have all that removal? The Rat is called the best card. Toxic 1, when he dies, proliferate. But Vraska's Fall, a close second. I don't know if we're going to get this much removal anywhere else. If we just have enough on the battlefield, you know what? I'm going to run another Curator here. That, like, where's that sit in the list? Nowhere. It's not even seen. Adios. But look at this. Like, if we run all of this removal, if we get past more removal on the third pack, and blues seem pretty open, though, going the other way. So maybe we're grabbing this. Maybe we're grabbing the Engulfer. It's a big body. But, like, if your opponent's continually sacrificing all of their stuff, what are they going to do? What are they going to do to you? But we do have 2 Vraska's Falls. We do have 2 Annihilating Glare. And we have the Kinker Bloom here. So we do have plenty of removal, and the Massacre can come in and take out whatever's left. I think we go Engulfer here, or do we go a Rat? Rat, we don't have many 2-drops, so we're going Rat. Had to get around that one a little bit. Had to talk that one through just a bit. Search your library for a mirror card. No, that's terrible. Plague Purse. Each other creature you control with Toxic gains Toxic 1. Until the end of turn. Okay. So we're going to probably go Plague Purse here. Let's see what the tutor is wanting us to do. Man. Okay. Yep, Plague Purse. By far. It's just a pretty good card in general. Thirsting Roots. Always nice to get on the field really early. There's a fight spell with Ruthless Predation. But we don't have many things that are going to be doing a lot of damage to the opponent. So maybe Thirsting Roots to fix a little bit. Okay. Grimnarch. Yes. Attacks a hand. I like it. And here we're just grabbing Aspirant's Ascent. And then throwing this in the sideboard. Sometimes you just have the God's luck on your side. Jace's Perfected Mind is 100% this pick. Let's see how far this wins. Oh my god, they're actually saying that this is not the pick you want. We are splashing blue like crazy to get the Jace out there. We are picking Jace. Jace is making the deck. Hey, guys, we're putting Jace in here. That is for sure. Almost said a dirty potty word, but Jace is going in this deck.
I'll take note of all your failures.
Really nice mythic Planeswalker. We don't have much that we want to splash blue for, but we got a lot of blue passed to us on the first pack. Now the third pack is going to go the same way, is going to the left apparently, and we're probably getting past some blue stuff, so we could add blue in here. I'm going to grab the Terramorphic Expanse. Prism also comes back around, but Glistener Seer. Enter the battlefield, 3 oil counters, remove an oil counter, scry 1. We could really start digging deep in this deck. That's kind of cool. Bring the ending, also kind of cool here. What else are we looking at? Toxic 3. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 if you do proliferate. 4/4/4/4 Toxic 3 is pretty brutal. Each other creature you control with Toxic gains Toxic 1. All right. But Glistener Seer early on in the game is going to be very helpful. But what does it replace? We're definitely running black. We're definitely running green. Maybe this guy goes over here. And then we're grabbing the Seer. That will bring our deck cost down quite a bit. What's it saying is the best choice? Venomous Brutalizer. It's not picking up on the blue splash, is it? The Brutalizer. This is the one that we were looking at a little bit earlier that I really liked. I really think Glistening Seer is a nice way to get knowledge, but I think I'm going to listen to our tutor here and grab the Venomous Brutalizer. Yeah. Still pull down the price of the deck. Terramorphic Expanse is always an option. Counter target spell for 3. Mana value 3 or less. Proliferate. Could be really good in here. Bring the ending. Also could be pretty good. A little bit cheaper than Reject Imperfection. It only costs 1 blue. We're probably going to be getting the, 3 poison counters on the thing. Because if you look here, Toxic, we got... Doesn't tell us here. Right. We have a lot of toxic stuff, though. See, I'm falling into that same trap where my eyes get too big, and I try to get a bunch of very expensive stuff out, but Gladiator seems really good here, as well as Bring the Ending and Terramorphic Expanse. This is saying... This... What? Chittering Skitterling. What is that? I don't even see that card. We're going Gladiator, I think. It comes back from the graveyard. Kind of does some help out there. We're going for cheaper things now. I might have got a little bit too crazy with the big stuff. What do we throw away if we do that? Yeah, that for sure. There we go. So we're looking at a deck like this. 4 drops, we're lacking those as well. Flash, enchant creature. Gains hexproof and +2/+2. Double strike, love the duelist, but we don't have white. We have no real chance of playing white. So maybe Kinkerbloom, maybe Blightbelly Rat. Let's see which one this one likes better. Kinkerbloom, which is kind of what I thought. Edifice is actually said to be a little bit better than Blightbelly Rat as well. Edifice is for 3. It's a black. Whenever it enters a battlefield, pay 2 life. When you do, target creature gets -1/-1 till the end of turn. Nice way to knock a silly little guy off. But artifact or enchantment seems a lot better for 2 and a 3/2 as well. Kinkerbloom is super important. For Moradin, equipped a creature has +4/+4 and trample. Hello. That's big. That's scary. That looks like it could make the deck. We do need a cut here before we really go on any. Rot Priest definitely stays in. That stays in. That definitely stays in. That looks really good. I think Masticore is actually weakest option here, right? I mean, that's crazy to say that the Masticore goes away. Again, we have gotten no rares passed to us at all. That is quite interesting. That's definitely worth researching. I'm saying the Silvoke? Yeah. Silvoke Battle Chair looks pretty good. The Battle Chair. Return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand also looks very good. Unnatural Restoration. It's also very cheap. So chances are we'd be able to cast it. It's between these two for me. This is saying Sky Battle Chair by far. Unnatural Restoration doesn't even make the list. Yeah, this guy's second. Flying Toxic 1. Then the Skull Bomb. Yeah, we're going with the Battle Chair. Yeah, I liked it. It's just, yeah, it's so expensive. Oh, I guess have a finisher at the end. This could finish things off, especially putting that on something like, I don't know, Toxic 3 Venomous Brutalizer. You know, looks really strong, really solid. Engulfer comes back. We get the Spore Singer. You get to choose one, +2/+2 until the end of turn, or Proliferate. Both of those options are pretty good. Scourge still looks good to me. I don't think we have a Bone Picker. And we have one. We do have one. I'm guessing this is going to say Bone Picker or Engulfer. Both of those look pretty good to us. The Curator as well looks pretty good to me. What are they saying? Yep, the Scourge. It does have evasion. I don't think we have much with flying. I wish it gave you more information over here. I really do. But we are going to go with the Scourge. It is cheaper. So it helps us hit our mana easier. That guy. The Siphoner here looks to be my favorite here. Oh my god. A Toxic 6? Can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less. With the chair, could be obnoxious. But that's really late game. That's when you're trying to just finish off your opponent. Aspiring Ascent comes back around. Put an Aspiring Ascent onto Paladin of Predation, and you basically win. When this dies, you draw a card, though. Flying Vigilance for a 1/1 in the air. Kind of cool. We're going with the Watcher. Or are we going with that? I think I like the Watcher here. I really like Paladin of Predation. Our mana cost is fine. It's saying Siphoner followed by Paladin of Predation, but it hasn't quite picked up that I'm using blue as well. So, I don't know. Drawing that card seems good, but getting the poison off, I'm going to follow the advice of the picker. Return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Proliferate. That's come back around. The Gladiators come back around. We have 16 creatures. Maybe we're going with the Restoration. See what we got in our sideboard. We got a couple of creatures down in here. You cost 4 for a 2/5. Draw 2 cards, lose 2 life. Each opponent gets a poison counter. Inquiry looks really good as well. This pack is difficult here. It's saying Cultivator is the best one. I don't like Cultivator though. I see why. And then Unnatural Restoration, which was my initial thought with this one, so we're going to go with it. Gladiator, Immortality. Gladiator. We need a couple more creatures to make this good. Flying Toxic 1 is a yes. Black is looking really strong. Counter target spell, Imperfection. Reject Imperfection. Rat. Or enchant creature. Maze's Mantle or Blight Belly Rat. Blight Belly Rat is seen as the better one. The only problem I have with, and we passed Maze's Mantle a couple of times, it costs 3. For hexproof, I want that to be cheaper. I don't care about the +2/+2. I care about the protection here. So Blight Belly Rat is probably the dude. And we get past Offer Immortality. Speaking of the devil of protection, Indestructible is indeed protection. We're not far off from where we need to be. Yeah, we are. We need to cut 10. We need to cut 10. We need to cut a couple of creatures. Let's separate this stuff. T. All right, we need to cut a couple of creatures. We have a lot of things that cost 4. Rot Priest. Let's see if we have enough toxic. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. We have 10 that do poison. So maybe we're cutting non-toxic people. Curator might be able to go away. Hive Master stays. All the early creatures basically stay. Kinker Bloom definitely stays. This stays. It's a way of exiling the opponent's graveyard. What else? That stays. That stays. We're going to keep that guy. Man, I really like this because you get to look at 4 rebuilding land. Really get your lands out of your library. I really like that. But I only want to have maybe just 17 creatures. If we're just going with 17 creatures, what do I think I'm not going to get a lot of stuff out of? Scrap Gorger, again, fantastic. Siphoner, fantastic. Rat, pretty good. I mean, basically the same thing. When he dies, proliferate. Toxic 1. This goes on for quite a bit more time, where I'm just trying to find what cards I want to put in, where my curve is going to be in this match. Am I playing for the early game? Am I playing for the late game? A lot of the things that we drafted, I'm very happy with at this point. And that's what making cuts is about. What are the best options that you have? And I think I'm coming close to it now. All right, so on the field we got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops, 4, 5 3-drops, 3 4-drops, and then we got a 6-drop a little bit later on for our creatures. We got a couple of ways to dig down. Look at the top 4, reveal a land card from among them, put it into your hand, the rest on the bottom in any order. If you didn't put a card into your hand, this way proliferate. Phyrexia Arena allows us to draw a lot of cards. Restoration allows us to get something out of our graveyard. Annihilating Glare kills something. Vraska's Fall kills something. Yeah. I wish we had picked up more kill stuff. That would have been really nice. But now let's do our land stuff. Terramorphic Expanse. We're going to put just, I think, we're going to start with 2 and look at this stuff a little bit. Two islands. Black is 58% of our deck. So let's start with 5 of these. All right. We're going to add 1 and 1. And then 5 green. All right. Do we need to reduce the islands by 1? I think so. And increase swamps. That's 8 swamps. 8 swamps, 5 forests, 2 islands, and a Terramorphic Expanse. Terramorphic Expanse gets us probably the island. And anytime we see an island, we put it out. We reach out and we grab it. 8 and 5. I actually think that we're doing ourselves a disservice here, and we should do something like this. Because green, we got 1 card that costs 2 green. Remember, Jace costs 3, 1 blue, and 2 life. So a blue, 2 generic, and 2 life. Anytime you see the Phyrexian symbol, just assume that it costs 3. Ow. Like, the mana is going to hurt. But this set has been really brutal for mana. Really brutal. So, I'm going to try this mana base. I'm going to try this deck and see how this goes. I like Jace. I really like our synergies with getting to our lands. I really like the Canker Bloom in here. I like our removal. Wish we had a little bit more of it. A lot of poison stuff going on. Rot Priest is always good. Plague Nurse seems pretty brutal, and it has a place for it. We could dump off our, mana later in the game if we don't have anything else to do. Maybe even equipping the Battle Chair. +4/+4. Insane. Put that on a anything. Maybe even a Siphoner, right? It's a 5/5 in the air. I'm going to try it. I am going to try it, and we're going to see how this goes. As said, my first draft was 2 wins, 3 losses. It was not great, but yeah, learned some lessons from that one. Terramorphic Expanse right off the bat. Maybe we're grabbing the blue. Maybe we're adding 1 more mana after this match. Alright, white we get. I think that that's actually not the fun play, but the smart play. We also have the Contagious Vorak to reach down and grab another land. And I think we do that. It puts a 3/3 on the field, and maybe we find our blue here. No, we don't. Scrap Gorger is also a way to get the land as well. We got no land out of that. Okay, we did nothing. I didn't think that we'd actually whiff on that. But having a 3/3 on the field seems pretty good. This guy is black and white, but still has not played a creature, which is kind of surprising. Alright. Swing. Scourge. We're kind of drawing our deck backwards here a little bit. This is okay. There's a vehicle. It's a battlefield, draw a card. Good. We got mana for turn. Swinging. And what's this do? Enter battlefield, draw a card, Toxic 2 for 4. I wouldn't add that to a deck necessarily. But people will do what they do. Canker Bloom can come down. And we'll just pass turn. We're going to see if he puts a creature down. He does. It's a good one. When he enters the battlefield or dies, proliferate. Not good for a first creature, though. Had to see that coming, man. Had to see that coming. Down to 7. Maybe it's just the beatdown for the first round. Go ahead and sacrifice it. Proliferate yourself. Do it. Alright. We got a poison counter on the opponent. I thought we had better poison in here, but apparently I don't. Passing back, and there is the blue. Yeah, that's permanent, instance, or sorcery, huh? We're swinging. Uh-oh. Pause. Pause for thought. I don't think there's any removal that costs 2. Is there? There's always Death Touch. There it is. Alright. We have 3 green on the field, so... How much is that to do? 2. And a tap. So we could play this, and it is tapping correctly. And we can still sack the Hunter Maze to draw a card. Are you really passing back to us? I wouldn't mind. He is. Sack it. Draw. Uh-oh, he's looking around at things now. We get a black. Okay, so we kept the expand the sphere in here. Swing. That's pretty good for mana ramp. Alright. Lots of protection spells for that raptor. I'm not sure if I care about that. Now, yes, we're running out of stuff. Opponent is at 3 though. If we could get 3 damage off, we win. Opponent has to get 20 damage off, and all we've seen is a bunch of protection spells and a couple of creatures, a couple of things. If we kept that Canker Bloom around, probably where we've already won. Maybe that, you know, kind of flash removal was the wrong move. Siphoner comes out. Malira, the Living Cure, comes out. If you would get 1 or more poison counters instead, you get 1 poison counter, and you can't get additional poison counters this turn. Exile this. Choose another target creature or artifact. When it's put into a graveyard this turn, return that card to the battlefield. Yada dirty dee. Okay. Alright, he's gonna block. We'll let that happen. Each opponent sacrifices a creature. Remember, we have the Curator as well. Oh, wow. Okay. We're just doing this then. We're gonna put Vraska's Fall on top. And then that's it. He's got to have another blocker. But then we're going to have 2 removals in hand. So he has to have removal for at least the Curator. We know what we're drawing. That gives us an advantage. Opponent does have 4 cards, though. Finally got 3rd color. And that is pretty annoying. Yeah, can't be blocked by creatures with flying. Swings? Okay. Alright. That means we won. Nice little swing there by the opponent. I will pay 4 more, kill that, and then swing. One and 0. I'll take the victory. Not 100% sure what we were. Yeah, not sure why he swung there. He was too aggressive. I have almost 20 health. He's got to block me, use his cards to get ahead. I take wins like that, though. 1 and 0. First round, we did not see Chase. We're hoping to see that beautiful man here in this round. Okay. Green and blue mana. The only mana we lack is the one that we need. It's a risky keep. Got some good stuff. But I don't know if we draw the black, and that would actually end the run right there. Removal. One of these pieces goes away. We want that Phyrexian Arena to... Wow, no kidding. Look at that. Had to mention it in the introduction to the match. Jace, the perfect mind. But I would say that we're pretty far behind here. We need the blue. That's going to be the hard part, is finding the blue. If we can find one more black, then we can You know, play the Phyrexian Arena. If we, well, next turn, if we do not find the black, we could Vorak here. Contagious Vorak. There's a Golem. Yeah, wow. When another artifact enters the battlefield under your control, it gets +1/+1 till the end of turn. And lifelink, apparently. Okay. We did not get the other black, so we Vorak here. We find green. Get some poison going. Seems okay. Yeah. Okay. Opponent didn't do anything there, so maybe we're good to swing in the air. Yeah, if it has one more oil counters on it, put an oil counter on it. Creatures you control with oil counters do stuff. That is a sorcery, unfortunately. Uh-huh. That's fine. Instant, huh? Okay. We'll pass. We'll pass for now. 5 mana for the opponent. Blue and white. Pretty heavy. Alright, when he enters the battlefield with an oil counter on it, remove an oil counter and stuff happens. Make him sacrifice a creature right now. And he actually counters it. Okay. If he swings here, we're blocking. No. There's our second black. And now we can do Phyrexian Arena. And then we'll end turn. No need to be hasty. No need to be hasty. Down to 1 card for the opponent. Be interested to see exactly what that is. We are taking this block. He probably has a pump spell. Oh, it gains indestructible. I did not know that. Should have read the card. We'll lose a life. We'll draw a card. Restoration. It didn't matter. We kind of wanted this to die anyway. So we could grab it back to our hand. We'll give him another poison counter. Vorak. No counter. That's good. And still no blue. We've seen most of the cards in our library, so Jace is probably coming out soon. I would hope to God he is, because if not, we are dead. In fact, we're close to dead right now. We did get to see Jace though. Down to 7. Blue, there it is. Unfortunately, we're not looking good here, guys. Try to clear out his board a little bit. So we could block here, sack this, kill that. Let's do it like this. We need to get that second blue out of our library. Like it, we can't afford the 2 life. We're not looking good at all. Mesmerizing Dose beats us. Gross. Absolutely disgusting. Opponent wins the round. And we sit back and look a little bit dumb. Terramorphic Expanse and a black. See what the opponent's doing. Any information is better than none. Black, huh? I think we grab the blue here. We don't have any green cards to play. We did draw a green too, luckily. Draw what you need. Get some pressure on the field. Maybe we draw removal. Shieldred's Edict, we do. We get to proliferate. I will proliferate nothing. Siphoner. If he's got more removal, we got to get it out of his hand. Okay, that's good. Swing. And then you sacrifice it. You get a poison counter. You discard it. We use a curator. We get the Vraska's Fall out of the graveyard back into our hand. We swing first. Don't think too hastily. There it is. Vraska's Fall puts it back on top. And that's it. 3 poison counters for the opponent. So Scourge now has Death Touch and Lifelink. Great little blocker there. Paladin comes out. Enters the battlefield. Return target creature with mana value 3 or less. Right. Okay. Go ahead. Come in for the 1 poison. I wouldn't mind just doing this. End turn, Scourge is out, flying, 2/2 in the air, lifelink, death touch, all the things a growing boy needs. Paladin, okay, coming in for Toxic 2. Not sure why he's swinging here, so I'm going to actually not block it. We'll take 2 poison. For Moradin. That's first strike, right? Yeah, that's first strike. Big play for the opponent here. 5. Is that as long as it's your turn? Yeah. That is. Pay 2 life. Cancel this. Swing. Down to 11. 5 poison on him. I kind of want to do this. Get that mana off of the field. He might be splashing a 3rd color in here. And only have the mirror to make the mana. Or maybe a mana rock. You know. Something like that. He's... again, being very aggressive. Our first opponent was very aggressive. The Paladin comes out, gets the mirror back again. Wow. You really want to keep that mirror alive. Interesting stuff indeed. Alright, alright, alright. Aerial attack. Down to 8. We can still draw a card off of the Dross Pits. And we will. 4, 8, 9, 10 puts us down to a very low total. That's big. Yep. 5, 10, 15. Okay. That's a... wow. Sacrifice. Draw. Scourge. Expand the sphere. I think I got him. That's 8 poison counters. I'm going to look at the top. I'm going to submit 0, and I'm going to proliferate twice. That was absolutely beautiful. That was fun. Alright, Mana says no. Jace says yes, but Mana definitely said no there. Keeping this. Canker Bloom could be very helpful. Expand the Sphere can help us get more mana out. We need some sort of creature on the field. So, ugly, ugly, ugly. We do have a turn 2. We do have a turn 3. Hopefully we have a turn 4 if we draw a mana. Tapped land. Love to see it. Black. Canker Bloom. Good creature anyway. Instead of a 2/2, it's a 3/2. A little bit overpowered. Flying. And he deals combat damage to a player proliferate. Swing. Got him. Hive Master. He looks like he wants to do a lot of poison damage. Here comes 6. Gains Indestructible and Death Touch. So what are you killing? The Hive Master. Interesting. Move out. Expand the field. Opponent says good game. Don't scoop. Don't do that. There's 4. That's a sorcery. Each other, yep. Swing. Oh, come on. Okay, opponent must have, I don't know what happened. Alright, do we have 3 wins? I think it's 3 at this point. Muji. Interesting indeed. Alright, hey, tap land comes out first. We don't have any turn 1 plays because we don't play turn 1 plays here on this channel very often. I always turn everything into control. Oops. Siphoner. Alright. I think Rat beats Siphoner. So, yeah, much faster. We'll take a 1. Yeah. There's our first poison counter. Opponent playing very quickly. Love to see it. Swing in for Toxic. Alright. Taps. Wait. Enters battlefield, taps target creature and opponent controls. Let's see if he will sacrifice a Prowler. He might. He might want to get the 10 damage off. He's thinking about it. If he sacrifices a Siphoner, it's the wrong move. Or, well, it's the right move. Yeah, sacrificing Siphoner is the right move. That gets my dude off of the field as well. We do get to proliferate. No. I think it always confuses me, like how that proliferate stuff works. I haven't messed with it very often. I think I get it now. Shiny face equals proliferate. Prism. We're doing really good getting land out there, so let's actually do the expand the sphere into this. Pretty strong. But we are taking a turn off here. That. Second blue. Yeah. 2 black, 2 green, 2 blue. Watch him have removal. Should we try to get... Nah, he's got some black. Maybe he's getting unlucky with blacks. But... Turn 5... Silo of Battle Chair seems really strong. He does not have a counter apparently, otherwise he should have probably countered this. 6/6 trample, and I got that equipment now. He's looking for something. Surgical Bay, he sacks it. That's an act of desperation. I've done it many times. Usually I lose after I do that. Alright. Taking his time. Looking at his options. Yep, okay. He did have the removal. Anoint with Affliction. Mana for turn. What else you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my god. We know how to draw land. That is for sure. I guess we only have 2 black. In the turn, we got a card draw on the Dross Pits. And we got a draw on the Hunter Maze. We're probably sacking the Hunter Maze, actually. 6. 6 to equipped. We're definitely equipping one of these dudes. Maybe in the air. We just put a 5/5 in the air with Toxic 1. Curator. Okay. He's probably getting... Yeah, Anoint with Affliction. I probably just helped the opponent out right there. Really thinking about this one. Demir players. Actually, Esper players. Okay. That eliminates another card. Gets a Proliferate. Before my turn starts, I'm sacking this. Drawing a card for Terramorphic Expanse. Why? Why so much mana? This costs 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We still have 2. Actually, we'd have 1 left. I might as well equip this now and do just a little bit of damage here. Down to 11. Now he's going to have to remove this Hive Master, but we get a 1/1 out of it. Uh-huh. Dead. Centurion. Uh-huh. Swings in for 3. All of this is fine. And we will pop our Terramorphic Expanse. Black. What in the heck, man? What the heck? Well, we drew all of our lands. And turd. We have 3 poison on us. He has 3 poison on him. This is going to... Like, he's got to remove this Scourge. Like, we drew all of the land in our deck. That's pretty impressive. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We still have 5 land in here. We're not going to block it. You're good, man. Definitely sacking land. Right. A not land. And a Jace. Wow. Wow. How many cards you got? 22. I think this is better for this turn. Oh no. Right into the trap. We still have that Jace. We still have a Plague Purse. Or Plague Nurse. Plague Purse. Alright. Alright. Return target creature to its owner's hand. Draw a card. Down to 6. Canker Bloom. Nurse. I was really hoping for the sack on this right there.
My
Jace.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion. Become subdued.
So cool. Jay sounds so cool. The perfected mind. Now we've got a bunch of tools to play with. He gets to return something to my hand, probably Plague Nurse. He gets to do 2 damage. It puts me down to 2. What do we get to mill? 4, 8, 12. That's not enough. I would still say opponent is ahead. There goes the Plague Nurse, as expected. Centurion dies, Curator does nothing. This is 4-4, that's 7. Ouch.
A minor setback to Phyrexia's plan.
Ouch. There we go. Take the block here. Yep. Had to be done. Fill out the field a little bit. We are still in this thing, especially with the Scourge down. If he doesn't swing all... Actually, yeah. I mean, he kind of has to swing all to get back in this, because that means I have to get rid of the Scourge. No, or I could go down to 1. I could go down to 1 if I chump with the Plague Nurse. He kills it with the Centurion. I equip the Silo Battle Chair to the Scourge. Get that 4, 5, 6 life link per turn. He has to remove the Scourge to win. Could go down to 1. He does not make the right move here. Actually, do I want to do that? Or do I want to kill that? I could kill it. No. Chump it. He'll pump it. If he has removal, he wins. I'm not worried about putting this land out. We drew all of them. Do you have removal? Removal, you win. Necrosquito? Let's think here. That keeps him in the game. Blocks with the Necrosquito, of course. He goes down to a very small amount. No, that's exactly 0. I thought he had 1. I thought he would go down to 1, but, you know, if I was good at math, I certainly wouldn't have a YouTube channel. I would be a mathematician. So, yeah. All right, we won another one. Whew. 4 wins, so that means we definitely played above 500. Let's try to see if we can get all the way over here. That'd be really awesome. And at this point, the editor is going to take over, also known as Coffee Stout. Same guy as you know. This channel is not monetized. Make sure you like and subscribe. It really does help. Anyway, so these matches were hard fought. Lasted pretty long in them, but I lost. It's okay. It's all right, because these were my first 2 drafts. My first draft, I went 2 and 3. This one, I go 4 and 3, pulling to a 500 record. Still not good enough, but you have to remember that these were the first ones that I've done for Phyrexia All Will Be One. Still trying to learn the format, still trying to figure out the cards. Learned a lot about this on this draft, so that's what I was here to do, is to learn, to try to get better with what I am drafting, pulling together things that are going to actually win a lot more consistently. Now, I do have to do some research. I do have to research something. I have to figure out what is going on. Why were no rares passed to me in my first 2 drafts of Phyrexia? All will be one. I'm not sure if I would have been value drafting anyway, but just the fact that it seems like rares are not going to get passed nearly as often really makes me worry about Magic the Gathering Arena's economy for the long run. So, it's just one of those things, guys. We got to look into it. We got to figure it out. If you know the answer to that, pop it down in the comments below, because I'll look into it further, follow your lead, and maybe get some answers for you guys. Maybe that's opening up another rant video coming out if, in fact, Wizards of the Coast changed something and made that impossible. But that's all I have for you today. Bye.